What's going on, guys? Thanks for tuning back into the Hook 937 YouTube channel. Coming at you guys today with a little bit of a shop update, and I just wanted to announce some kind of new content that I'm hoping to be bringing to the channel. I wanted to see what you guys thought about it. So first of all, GTO is still here up on the stands. I borrowed a high ram intake off of a buddy just to see how well it fits. There's no clearance issues there with that one. I am looking at the Holley high ram intake. This is the Edelbrock one, potentially in the future. And it looks like minimal clearance to the firewall would need to be done with a liquid air intercooler sandwiched in the middle of that. So as well as that, kind of hard to see here, but the cable came in for the cable drive for the fuel pump. So we're going to be getting on to mocking up that fuel pump, and I guess more than mocking it up, we're going to get that fuel pump set where it needs to be. And the cable actually has like 2 inches of adjustability in it. Talking to the guys at Waterman Racing, that's what they're telling me. And I see the cable, I see that that is the reality. So that's kind of cool. So my measurements I'm very comfortable with. But if there is a little bit of error there, that'll be an easy fix for that one. That being said, I think we're going to go with a front sump pump. I'm looking at the Moroso front sump pumps, and that's something that I know some of you guys won't agree with, is staying front sump, but I know the Moroso pump, you can run about 7.5 quarts of oil. It's really good location on the pickup tube, the windage tray and all that clears. And so that's something I've been looking into, because I don't have the time or the money it's going to take to go dry sump or rear sump, because to do a rear sump on these cars is a lot of work, a lot of money, changing out the complete K-member, full tubular, everything. And I just don't have that kind of time, money, resources right now. So we're going to stay front sump, and I know that won't sit well with some of you guys, but that's just the reality of it. I can't go full kill right off the rip and make this thing a $150,000 car. I gotta take my steps, and you know, the best we've ran is an 11.4. I'm not starving any bearings in an 11.4. I'm not. I cut two 260 foot on that 11.4, which is pretty bad. The best 60 foot I think we've cut was a 1.6, a high 1.6 though, like a 1.68, 1.69. I'm not going to be starving the motor for oil at that kind of 60 foot. So I need to get the motor in there. I need to get the thing running, and I need to get it to a point where it needs a better oiling system before I start spending that kind of money on it. Another update I wanted to give you guys, I want to start bringing you guys some of my motorcycle content. So if you didn't know, I'm a huge motorcycle guy. Actually, motorcycles kind of my first love. Little Honda Grom here. I own 6 motorcycles right now. And I want to start bringing that content to you guys. So I'm kind of curious what you guys thought are on seeing some of the motorcycle content. I've actually had my eye on a new motorcycle, and for a while I posted a video of my old 58 on the channel a while back, and it did pretty well. I was kind of surprised. And my Dyna is a pretty rare Dyna. My Sportster's not too rare. But it's cool. It's a cool bike. And I got some other bikes, although I am going to give the 58 to my pops here in a couple of weeks. I'm driving to Ohio. I'm going to tow that 58 out there. He's getting ready to retire. I'm not doing that bike any favors. Being in the military, bouncing around all the time, it's just going to get beat up if it stays with me. And that bike deserves to have somebody who can give it some more attention than me. So I'm going to give it to him. And it's going to be cool to be able to give my bike to my dad, give my dad something neat like that. I want to bring you guys some more motorcycle content, although I'm not constantly wrenching on my bikes, which is why I haven't brought a whole lot of that content to the channel. I think the content could be pretty interesting. Some of the rides I go on, some of the stuff I do with these bikes. So I've been working on and updating my toolbox setup and my toolbox and my chemical setup and all that stuff. And I think that might be some cool content to share with you guys, although it's not going to be constant content, but it might be something cool to show how I lay out my tools, how I do, how I basically have done everything I've done there in my setup. I'm really proud of my setup. So I wanted to see what you guys thought about. I have a daily driver. It's a Dodge Neon. I have a little bit of content shot on that. I don't do a whole lot with this car other than just drive it. But I want to maybe, if you guys want to see some of that content, maybe bring you guys some of the content, some of just the struggles of dealing with the daily driver stuff and things like that. And I have a nice old Silverado. This is an 03. I love this truck. I just went through, put all these new lights on it. This emblem actually lights up, cab lights, these mirrors and stuff. And this is kind of my tow pig. And I absolutely love this truck, and I'd be interested to see if you guys want to see some of the content of me just dealing with this truck kind of on a daily basis, or I don't deal with it on a daily basis, but see what you guys think of me kind of messing with this truck here and there. This truck will be coming to the channel sometime next year. I'm going to be doing a whole build on that truck, so I'm going to put a new transmission in it. We're going to go through the whole motor. We're probably going to turbo it, but nothing crazy. I just want it to be the ultimate tow truck. So I'm going to probably do a whole series on making this old truck compete, this old gas truck. It's got a 6-liter LS in it. This old gas truck compete with some of these newer trucks. And I know that it won't be able to completely compete with these newer trucks. These newer trucks are insane. They're awesome. They're great. But I don't have the kind of money it takes to own one of these newer trucks right now at this point in my life. And even if I did, I like building stuff. So I think we're going to do a whole series on building that truck. So anyways, that's kind of the quick update. A couple of things coming on the GTO here in the near future. I want to bring you guys a lot more motorcycle content coming up here in the future. And I want to bring you guys some of the content on these daily drivers. And I'm just curious what you guys think. If you drop that in the comments down below, what you think on seeing some of this content. Would you tune in for it? Would you watch it? But stay tuned, because next week, probably a 2-video series, Wednesday and probably Saturday. I flew to Texas here a couple of weeks ago. Trailblazer SS. It's a LS3 swap Trailblazer SS. It's a really, really cool ride. And we put a Texas speed cam in it, and it came out great. I mean, it sounds awesome. And he took it down to a guy and had it tuned. He lives in Texas, and we did the cam swap. Everything was good with that, and then he's having some issues with the truck. Kind of cam swap related, but not cam swap related per se. I think he's having a couple of issues with his transmission. So hopefully he gets that dialed in, because it's potentially the vehicle that we're going to be taking on race week, because I don't want to push it with the GTO like I did last year. I pushed it with the GTO last year way too hard, and we took a car that wasn't ready out there, and we caused ourselves some headaches, and we caused ourselves some issues. Quick shop update. Trying to bring you guys some new content. Stay tuned for this Trailblazer SS video. It's the world's longest cam swap. We had a lot of fun doing it, and the cam came out great. So again, drop me a comment down below, and I'll catch you guys later.